Alright, just wanted to give you a quick look at Aweber, one of our accounts with this autoresponder. So you can have a whole bunch of lists on here. The price goes up as the more subscribers you have. But to start out, they actually give you a $1 trial period for a month, and then after that it's $20 a month. So pretty cheap, and the value of it is crazy. Because like I said, the follow-up is where it all happens. The fortune is in the follow-up. So, how do you create a good follow-up sequence? That's the big question. Typically, depending on the niche, it's going to be different. But typically, depending on what you're selling, it's going to be 10 messages long to maybe 20 for some different things. But keep in mind that this is the initial, when they opt in, this is what comes. So this first one, oops, sorry, let me show you here. This first one goes here. So when someone opts in, this is what goes to them immediately. And this little first name symbol, what we've learned is we like to put that in the subject line. So that's what's in the subject line of their email. And what that does is it increases the open rate from what we've seen, and you'll have to do your own testing on that, and depending on your offer and the group of people that you are talking to. But we like to put that on, and it's not in every one, just a few of them as we warm up to them, so to speak. And that's what I love about this follow-up marketing. You write it out once, and then you create this relationship with these people. I like to think of it as a community, and I want to add value to these people. I want to make sure that they know that if they open that email, they're going to get something good. So that's how you got to approach this. As I've said before, I like to treat my list as I would hope that the many lists that I'm on, as I would hope that they would treat me. So this interval is important. So this one goes out 2 days after that initial one. This one goes out 3 days after the previous one, and so forth. And I like to keep it 2 to 3 days in between. Within your first 7 days, you want to have a lot of value up front to give them some good stuff, whether it's an ebook, just simple thoughts, a good blog post that you could take them to your website with, where they're going to find more value and get to know you even better. There's a lot of different ways you can add value. Teach them some things, but within the first 7 days or so, you're going to want a sell. If there's something that you're selling, you're going to want to have kind of a more, okay, take a look at what we've got, this is too good to pass up, whatever, however you word it. But this is kind of how that works, pretty simple. We've just got 9. This is a quick list that I wanted to show you that we've got something just started. We do have other lists that go up to 15 and 18 messages, but typically we like to keep it around 10 messages, because after the sale, we can actually get them into a different list and talk to them in a different way and stuff like that. You can also send out broadcasts with Aweber, which is really nice. So if you have, I'll show you just real quick here, a whole bunch of those lists, so those all represent lists, and what those will do is actually, in fact I can show you, all of those lists have subscribers on them, and each of those lists I can actually segment and say I want to send out to these 3 lists, or I want to send it out to all of them. So you can literally sit down, write an email out for 5 minutes, and bam, send it out and get some affiliate commissions. Let me show you what how the editor works. So how do you write this stuff up? Now I've got a long list of follow-up messages for a lot of different niches. We're always coming out with more, because I like to give that stuff away. I like to help people out and say, you know what, this might work for you. Give it a shot with your own list. So pretty cool stuff. But this is how it works. Pretty cool. It's a drag and drop editor where you can grab the headline, throw it in there, and type in your text. Okay, so I don't need that in there, but you just buy now or whatever you're going to say. Obviously, you're not going to do that, but really simple. This is where you personalize it. You can grab these personalization codes right here. Maybe. Oh, I've got to have my cursor on. Okay. So if you have your cursor on there, you can grab these personalization codes, whether it's a last name you want to throw in there. Typically, we just use a first name. And that will add that first name in there. Whatever, according to what they put in your opt-in form, that'll put it there. So, really cool. This is where you can throw a link in. This is where they download my ebook, and some good copy in there. The phone number there to get a hold of me, for me to do a little consulting with them. So pretty cool stuff. Hope that helped to give you a quick look at Aweber. There's a lot more we could look through.